I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Bam! Alright, my people, welcome back to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manins Man. Someone asked me, how did I come by the name Manins Man? I went to Manins, and I'm a man, so I am the Manins Man. But big up yourself, hope you're blessed and doing well. All of you, right? The Lord is our shepherd, and we shall not want for anything. Yeah. You know, we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and we fear no evil, for God is with us. Right? His rod and his staff, they comfort us. Do you know, in his presence there is fullness of joy, and at his right hand are pleasures forevermore. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what your experiences are, but I know God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. I may not have everything I want in this world, but I have Jesus. Yes, indeed. You understand me? Oh, so big up to all of you. Big up to man like Miguel, who is already on the platform bright and early, reminding all of us that it is Friday and it is Super Friday. And what we do on Super Friday, we ask, listen, all our viewers and subscribers who are able to hit us up with some super stickers and some super chats. Listen, we have lots of things to do with the resources that come into I Am Sure Sports, and you can partner with us that way, right? You notice that when we do our videos, we don't stop to say like, share, and all of those things, because we expect you to just support the channel, because you know the work that we are doing. So some of you, listen, I need some Mannings people as well to drop some super stickers and super chat today. Come on, man. Come on. Every day, all of you people allow the Calabar, man, brain drain in particular to outdo all of you when you come on to Super Sticker, and almost every platform is on. You all need to do better. Rural Jamaica, let them know that is where you have the good bush up by Orange Hill. No Play Hill, right? And up there, you know that you have those strong currency because you have some strong bush in the rural areas of Jamaica. You know what I'm talking about, no doubt. All right, but bless up to Miguel Richard Green. Know yourself, 433 presser. Big up Marlon Nelson. You understand me? Bless up Marlon. You know that yeah, next week maybe something happened down there next week, you know, that I need to tell you about, but let's see. Let's make sure it is confirmed. Ballheads TV, for those of you who don't know, that is Duckland channel. Duckland has his own channel. It's called Ballheads TV, because it is two ballhead men who are on that platform. Big up yourself, Duckland. So if you have not yet gone over and check it out, go and do so, and hit up the like button and subscribe when you go over there as well. Jerome 876, you understand me? Jamaica's 2 area codes right now. 876 is one. Do you know what the second one is? I ain't going to tell you. Can you explain that verse, Mannings man? I never understood why we wouldn't want God if he is my shepherd. Can you explain that verse, Mannings man? I never understood why we wouldn't want God if he is my shepherd. Who don't want God? No, man, every man want God. What people don't want is, people don't want church, but they want God. Most people don't have a problem with God. They have a problem with church or church people. So I say to people, I'm not here to point you to a church. I'm not here to point you to a denomination. I'm here to point you to a savior who wants to be in a love binding relationship with you. That is, it is fostered and built together and put together by his great love, his mercy, and his grace. And listen, he loves you unconditionally. It doesn't matter if you're good, you're bad, or you're in between, or you're 50-50. God loves you regardless. He loves you so much that he doesn't want you to stay the way they are or be the way you are. He wants to change you and make you into the person that he purposed you to be. You know, one of the things he said to the disciples is, come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. He says, come, follow. He said, first you have to come to him, you have to follow him, and then he makes you, right? So if you want to be made into what God purposed you to be, you have to first go to him, which is the coming part to him. Then you have to follow him, which is to obey what he says. Obey him and leave all the consequences to him, all right? I am sure sport. Check it. Michael Garden, people, big up Michael Garden. Michael Garden is also a fellow minister, he's out there doing the work, and he's also a teacher, You understand me? He's a teacher, He's one of those teachers who long time ago left Jamaica and teaching the kids over foreign. You understand me? Mr. Garden, listen, we need to come and set up a good school down here in Jamaica, You understand me? You and I, business partners. You understand me? Big up Travis Spessel. Watch him now. I am sure sport. Check in. Up management and the chat. Oh, TJF, thank God it is Friday. Oh, true. Pesa not giving him location anymore. I'm not saying that I'm in sub working and I'm in Lucy working. You understand me? Okay. All right. Bless up Richard Green. Up, Nemo. the sabbatical one. Bless up yourself. Chorus Carneve. Is it Carneve? Somebody need to pronounce that for me, you know. Or Carneve. Or something is silent. I don't know. How is that pronounced? Brando, up. Miguel, Jamaica has the strongest currency. I've ever tried to tear any of the new notes in. Hey, Miguel, if you're going to put up this, come on. If you're going to put up this, you have to put it in a super sticker and a super chat. This is a good one. You can't hear the new money. Me, I tell you. Boy. Hey, you know, we're going to talk about the currency in the social issues part. The Chinese helping, you know, we're coming to that, right? But me just bigging up the people in the chat. Listen, remember, we ask you to do, here are the things you do, right? Please, just do this. We have been getting new subscribers. A lot of you spreading the word. We appreciate that you're spreading the message, and the subscription is growing, it's growing, it's growing. Every mickle makes a muckle. Don't know what those means. Never seen a mickle, never seen a muckle. But it makes a lot of sense. You understand me? So please, just share the video right now. Right now, just stop, like, and share the video so someone else can get this content. If you have not yet subscribed to the platform, go ahead and also subscribe. And if somebody's standing beside you right now, just ask them, please, just subscribe and listen to this youth. Him not really so smart, you understand me? He understand, but he's very attractive. You understand me? So subscribe to him channel, especially if you're beside a lady. You know how it goes, all right? All right, so big up Jarvis. Yo, Jarvis, it's a long time in a year from you, you know, man. Go on, Bones. You understand me? Big up yourself. First responder. Oh my Lord, let me check in. Big up first. A lot of these people is a long time in a year from first responding. A star boy is in a year from a long time. Neo, big up yourself as well. You understand me? Know yourself. I will heal you already. All right, break down soon. Check back in. All right, bless up. Kevin Reed, your team Tivoli get knocked out. Chris Lynch, bless up yourself. You understand me? All right. So, yeah. So that is it, people. You understand me? Big up to all of the people. Like I said, go ahead and do it. So here's what I normally do. Like right now, here's what. Bam. I just go like this and this is what I want you to all do, you know, people. Just to send it to 5 person. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because sometimes people don't remember, so the show go on, you know. So them don't. Yeah. Yeah, you understand me? Just send it to 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see it? Easy. Bam. And you share it with them. Big Trouble TV. Which channel that, man? Yo, a big channel. Yo, right there now, you know. Right there now, you know. Yo, we love YouTube. People, they love YouTube. We love YouTube. People, we love YouTube. Yo, we love YouTube. YouTube is the new bar of Jamaica business initiatives. Yeah, YouTube is the new bar of Jamaica's business initiative. Get it? Hey, Peso, watch yourself, you know. Watch your time out. Hey, Peso. Hey, Peso. Hey, Peso. Yeah, man, Jarvis, come here. We have a little thing where we are trying to put together, you know. But, you know, confirm yet. With some football down this side, so let you know. Good initiative. All right, so people, so you know, every morning we kind of take on a different social issue to speak and to kind of get some feedback and interaction. Oh, well, on there, Norton are calling a long time in a year from him, you know, people. So I have to take the call here because this is Norton. All right, so let's go. Hold on. Hold on, Norton, because we have to get on it. Hold on there. We need to call back Norton, and then Demo want us to do something. Yeah. Because Demo is an agent, you know. So I'm doing agency work, so we have to go drop that for him. All right, so we're taking Norton. Big up yourself. Welcome to the show.
Yes, man. I'm gonna drop a super chat on you today Friday because I'm gonna educate you first.
What?
You see that? Yes, man. I'm gonna educate the professor this morning.
Yes.
So, all right. So you see, Mickle and Muckle is Irish, you know, and money, you know. So the Mickle is like a 1 cent.
Oh, it's Irish. It's Irish currency.
Yes, and the Muckle now is when you have more, a greater amount.
Oh, so Mickle
it's like,
Mickle is an Irish currency. But
yes.
And what is Muckle?
And Muckle is the greater amount of Irish currency.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Let me tell you what I always do. When I sweep up around the house and I see a 1 cent, me want to throw it away. I mean, my wife upset with me all the time because somebody in her family, they tell her, say, you can't get to $1 without a penny.
Okay, I see. So when they said, all right.
So every Mickle is like a penny moving up to $1.
Oh, well, no, I understand what they're saying. You know, is every little amount is what you need to get to a big amount. What I didn't know is what a Mickle is. So, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so Mickle.
Yes,
Brain drain just said Mickle is the Irish word for coin. Yeah.
Yes, man.
Hey, that's why I love this. That's why I love this program. You know, me I tell you, man. Yeah, cause you learn something every day. So big up yourself, Norton. Yeah, man, but you're doing well.
Yes, man. I mean, I could do a lot better, you know, because my heart hurt me. Let me tell you why my heart hurt me. It's about little bit over 3 weeks to the Jamaica game, and I don't hear a word.
No, man. Listen, so on the JFF, to be fair, from 50 days they have been doing a countdown on their Instagram. Today they have the official launch of the social media promotion of the game. But they have been promoting it on their Instagram and those platforms. But there's an official launch today of the campaign, the promotional campaign leading up to the game still. But I agree that more can be done.
Let me tell you why me feel hurt.
Yeah.
Me see Mr. Williams came out and was on every social platform. And let me tell you something, me who never watch a full JPL game can't wait to see the next one. And it's not because me love football so much. It's because of the high energy that the man come plant the seed. You understand? So what I always say is that me personally don't want to see anybody who me know before promoting anything. Me think say them should get somebody like Manning's man, somebody who want pretty woman. He said, "Come on, guys, we got to
me not like how that sounds still, you know. Me not like how you put them two things there. Somebody like Manning's man, a pretty woman. Me not like how that sounds.
No.
Make the people them know say two different things you are talking of. Because Manning's woman, Manning's man is different from the whole pretty. You understand? I mean, careful of them metaphor there and them thing there. I mean, don't dig them.
What do you call it? Zest, man. Zest is the word.
Yes.
You understand? Me don't want nobody come out and you know what? We get a feeling like say we who love football more interested but than the people who supposed to promote the football. Because we make some excuses now like don't worry about the JFF. We are Jamaicans, a Jamaica team we are supposed. No want the people who have it do the job the right way. You understand?
Yeah, so let's see what is going to happen for these, because given what was happening in last year, at least we are seeing something now, and there's a marketing, somebody responsible, the 876 people responsible for that arm. So let us see, like I said, and I hope by the outcry the people come. Many persons have been saying that by now ticket prices should be out and all of that. You understand me? Publicly, but I did announce it yesterday that the tickets are for 1,500 for grandstand, 5,500 for 1,500 for bleachers, 5,500 for grandstand. But like I agree with you that there needs to be more. So let's see what is going to happen after today. Maybe they are going to amp it up to the point where it yeah, it's crowding the market. But the JPL, really and truly, the JPL playoffs, all that the JPL playoff did, was in 2 weeks leading up to the playoffs, the major promotion,
Right.
It is not like they were doing like months, but we have more than 2 weeks for the game. So I'm saying it is not bad if compared to what the JPL was able to accomplish in such a short period of time.
Yes, but if you go for your rostrum right now and preach, and then you make me preach after you, me still not get no convert because you are the man. So who is doing the promotion when time come? And what me not go bother you?
So like PNP, some man, about time come, man. Careful enough. Hey, Nartan, I like all of them phrases and them words. Like you drop to look subtle things in the program.
Really, go drop the last thing for your run.
Yes.
Where you get the prices there for the beaters from?
Where?
Where?
Yeah, man, from credible sources. 15.
Somebody called you yesterday.
Brian.
I'll ask the price.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him on the price. Then I'm gonna ask me when we get the price.
Yeah, that was funny. We still allow about it all now.
One Brian, man of steel.
Yeah, man. Have a good day. I'm gonna drop your super chat.
Yeah, man. Blessings, Norton. All right. So yeah, we had to take that one because we hadn't heard from him in a while. So, and very good call. He explained what is mickle and muckle. So here's what, people. I got this quote from a friend of mine, different nationality, but understand Jamaican culture. And he says, Jamaica, the land of Bob Marley and Marcus Garvey, will be the first Chinese colony in the Caribbean. And they basically asked me my thoughts, on this statement. So I thought I'll take it, like in this way. Are the Chinese really helping or are they harming? The numbers of Chinese has increased significantly in Jamaica since the pandemic. But Demo, no man, that's a big time Demo. All right, people, you see it, boy, I mean, I tell you, yo, Demo, that's a bad me up saying, all right, we soon come back to that. So just hear that, right? Because Demo said we play the thing right now. So, well, I mean, I tell you, you see the one Demo star. Yo, the man just take over the reggae boys thing since he go up on him sabbatical from Liverpool, I tell you, All right. All right, so let's see if we can well go on a demo thing, Demo, but we not see no video. Demo, me not see no video, Demo. Me not see no video, We're gonna play it still, People, all right, so Demo wants us to play this and just tell me what you think. All right, so let's go. Let's do this and then we'll go from them. Oh, it is sound. All right. Bum. All right, so we go. Oh no. All righty. So we're going to do this and then we're going to come back to what Brain Drain saying. So people, you just tell me what you think. There you go.
Tracy, big up on yourself. Explosion team, big up on yourself. Day 2 World Cup campaign. Full up the stadium. Full up the stadium, guys. Full up the stadium. Tickets will be on sale next week. Now go out and get the tickets at the JFF office and online. Full up the stadium. Up.
That was our explosion segment.
Vibes, man, they look. Vibes, man, they sound like you want to come. Some pioneer meat, look.
All right. Demo, that is it. Indimo. That is it, Demo. Eh?
Tracy, big up on yourself. Explosion team, big up on yourself. Day 2, World Cup campaign. Full up the stadium. Full up the stadium, guys. Full up the stadium. Tickets will be on sale next week. Now go out and get the tickets at the JFF office and online.
Big up yourself, Demo. The YouTube public relation officer for the Jamaica Football Federation by himself. Yo, big up yourself. You will never walk alone indeed, Demo. I have to give him a hand clap for that, I will give a hand clap for that. Don't it? All right. So let's get back to the topic at hand, right? Are the Chinese helping or not in terms of their role? Seeing that the numbers are significantly increasing in terms of them being in Jamaica. And I hear Brain Drain typed geopolitics out, right? You understand that has to do with influence in geographical spaces via political means and those things, you know, in a nutshell. All right, so here's my thing, right? With this whole thing that is happening, I think that it is something that we need to be concerned about, because there's nothing I see of like to society in general that is being done to the greater benefit of the people. Because even in terms of their involvement in building roadways, there is a high cost on taxpayers that will go on for generations. It's almost like you are having all of these things done, but you owe these people. And there is a fear in some people's mind, just like for those of you who buy things on hire purchase. I think we are building a lot of this road infrastructure in Jamaica on what I would say an easier way to term it is hire purchase, since many people understand hire purchase. And what that means with hire purchase is that after a while, what happens is very simple, is that if you can't make the payments, then normally the thing is taken back from you. And where it cannot be taken back from you, other things are taken to cover the cost of what was put down. So, for example, there are persons who would have taken out like loans to purchase a motor car, or to, let's use a house. They take out a loan to do a house, right? And here is what happened, is that they probably put up their other property as like security on the loan. They are not able to pay the loan, so they lose, right? They end up losing the property that they are paying on, and the one that they owned previously, they also end up losing. So sometimes they are left without a thing because of this kind of arrangement and planning. However, if in our case, these things, you know, many roads and highways opening up, making commerce a whole lot easier, and you realize that when you start building more road infrastructure, you're opening more places for people to build homes and stuff like that. So there's a great opportunity, but even with these opportunities comes many challenges. So I think as the leadership of our nation needs to put policies in place to protect the long-term welfare of its citizens, is that you don't have a majority of your prime real estate, majority of your businesses critical to nation building, operated, owned, and run by foreign nationals. because then you end up losing control. You end up losing control. I believe that a greater incentive must be given to Jamaicans to establish and be involved in this. And when I say Jamaicans, I'm not necessarily speaking about the Jamaicans living in Jamaica. And this is where I think a consideration needs to be given. It is full time instead of just reaching out to foreign nationals, which is important to nation building, because most nations were built on foreign nationals, either by slave or by direct investment, slavery or direct investment. But while you're doing that on that side, I believe that there must be a serious push to tap into the wealth. Hey, brain trade, that's why you love me, the brain trade. Right? They must tap into the wealth of the Jamaicans who are all across the world. For example, what is brain drain niche? Is there a way to reach out to brain drain, give him the opportunity to establish himself? Listen, we're not going to break any rules, but we will relax the red tapes. We will provide the security so that he can operate in Jamaica the same way he would operate in the United States and still have similar profit margins. I believe if a lot of the millionaire Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica operating businesses, listen, then if that is provided for them, then they could come in and do it in Jamaica. Michael Garden is the next example, who is operating schools and having his own educational institution in the States. If that happens, right, then more Jamaicans. I feel like our push as a nation is always to get foreign nationals, and we relax, remove, and adjust everything to facilitate them. And that same level of interest is not being paid to the Jamaican millionaires and billionaires all over the world. That is critical. There are many Jamaicans who, if presented with an idea that generates income because they already operate other businesses, they would come. And maybe in the same way, because watch this, in the same way we give land to the Chinese to build a road that we have to pay for, right? Why don't we give land to Jamaican who want to establish businesses in Jamaica to employ people? Because the government would not have to pay them back anything, but they will pay an investment fee. That is what needs to happen, because we are giving away real estate to Chinese to build road, but we don't want to give real estate to millionaire Jamaicans to build businesses to employ. And the condition is, when we give you this, you have to employ from the surrounding communities qualified people up to the amount of 20. If you right? Oh, Duckland, so who's stopping the Jamaicans from going to the government? I don't know who's stopping them, but what I know is that it is the Jamaican government, and when people, and listen, all of you political people, when I say government, me I talk PNP and JLP, all right? Because me don't want none to say, me an orange man or a green man. Me I talk JLP and PNP, all right? Both. Me say government. Me not talk the governing party. Me I talk the government. Both parties. So they reach out to these people. So in the same way, I think they need to reach out to the billionaire and millionaire Jamaican. A lot of them are getting old. I know we don't want them to die with all of that wealth, and then they end up with their kids, and their kids who really weren't born or raised in Jamaica, have no interest in Jamaica. We have to reach out to them before. You understand me? That's part of my thing. But here's the other thing that needs to happen as well. All right, and this is going to impact sport. I saw Luther Matthias with a quote. All right. We're going to take a call, people. Hold on a second. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. This is Management, and I'm speaking with none other than from Ballheads TV.
Yo, what, buddy?
Welcome Welcome. Listen, before you even say anything, come on, tell the people
Mhm.
where they can find Ballheads TV and what day, what time. Come on now, man.
All right. Well, you can see Ballheads TV. By the way, it's BALLHEADZ TV. You can find, if you just type that in YouTube, you'll find it. We are also on Instagram, same Ballheads TV. So just go and like up that. All right. So Ballheads TV, the schedule so far has been Mondays and Wednesdays, typically at 5:30, 5:45, thereabout. I think we'll be rolling out a more comprehensive schedule coming up soon. We might have a show. Well, we should have a show on Sunday as well. So that's what it is right now. But just listen out and look out. So just like, subscribe, and share. We try to get the viewership up because there are so many things that are in the pipeline coming, people. Trust me. You don't want to miss out on this. So just, I crave your support in this venture.
All right, big up yourself.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I figure that you're calling in on the that you're saying that the Jamaican. But go ahead, make your point. I think.
Right. Yeah, man. Because all right. So, question. These business people that you're talking about, they are these Jamaican business people that you're referring to. Should be getting lands. These are persons setting up their personal business.
Right. Just like the Chinese setting up their personal business.
But I don't think the government is giving away land to the Chinese for setting up personal business.
Yeah. Well, no, of course. When they were building the highway, they were given prime real estate.
Yeah, but they're building a highway.
But the highway is not free. So
I know, but Jamaica is not paying. Jamaica is not paying the real cost for the highway up front. Jamaica probably couldn't do it.
Not up front, but we're gonna pay the real cost for it. You think they're building it? They're not. All right. So if I want to operate a business, Duckland, right? If I want to operate a business in Jamaica, and why shouldn't I get land if I'm going to employ people? If a next person is building a road that I have to pay for and they are getting land on top of it.
Okay, so I mean, like I say, you can approach the government with a proposal and say, hey, we plan to employ these people. We are guaranteeing this employment. So in order to do that, could you give us or lend us some land or lease us some land, something like that? I think the government already does stuff like that, What do they call them? The IDB or something like that?
International Development Bank?
Yeah, I think that already takes place to some extent if you approach them. But the thing about it, a lot of people don't approach the government for stuff because of lack of knowledge as well. They don't know what opportunities are
you're
out
saying
there.
that it is possible that like Jamaicans who are millionaire in the States, in England, all over the world, they could approach the government. There's already something in place that allows them to do that, and the possibility exists that they could. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because the government will entertain proposals. So approach the government with a proposal, and if it's favorable to them, if you can make a case that you will employ X amount of people, then I'm sure the government will listen.
I see. Know yourself, for example, saying, Carla, they just got prime real estate in Montego Bay to build 4 skyscrapers, the Pinnacle, owned by Chinese. Check it out. So what I don't know myself is whether that was purchased or not. Yeah, you understand me, Duckland? So I can't speak to that. But what I know is that for the highway, the Edward Siaga Highway, which is the one that runs from St. Anne to Caymanas, almost all the lands, the vacant land heading into St. Anne, were like given to them as part of the deal to build the highway. So, but my problem is, it's not like we're getting the highway free. So why would we have to give land? Are we saying that, well, the cost of a highway is what we are going to pay plus the value of the land? Hello? Duckland? Hello?
Are you hearing me, Mannings?
Hearing you now. Hearing you now. I wasn't hearing you before.
Okay.
Hearing you now. Yeah. You heard, you heard my
what
question?
I'm saying is, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that the cost of building the highway is going to be far more than the cost that we are currently paying for it with money. So that is why they entered into the deal. Say, hey, we can build this highway at this current time.
What's going on with Duckland's phone? Look like Duckland have a Chinese phone.
Is them a pocket? You can hear me. It's a Samsung, you know, so you never know.
Yeah. You were saying that the cost of the highway would be way more if they weren't getting lands.
Yes, and all right. So if let's say the government was going to build the highway, who would they use to build it? It could never be local contractor.
No, I'm not. Listen, remember, when I say millionaire, I'm not talking about even the people in Jamaica. I'm talking about all of these people who operate businesses in the States who are Jamaicans and in England who are Jamaicans. And I am saying that, fine. Okay, maybe the cost of building the highway was so much that we had to concede by giving. The concession was to, all right, give them some land plus this amount of money, which would be equivalent to what it would cost to build the highway. All right. Though, remember, it's interest based. So if you don't make your payments, years after you could still be paying. All right. So I understand that. But isn't this also a good incentive, Duckland? The government cannot employ or cannot provide employment at a decent salary for most Jamaicans. So shouldn't they also make it an option for, like I said, Duckland to say, I can establish my company, I can operate my company from Jamaica, help relax some of the heap of red tapes so I can do that. Give me the land, right? Lease it to me for 100 years at a very low cost because I can commit to as part of my workforce that there will be 80% Jamaican, and at the highest level, like it will be 75% Jamaican base. That is an incentive to sell to people so they can come and build. So why wouldn't the government also lease some of these lands to people like Duckland, to people like Brain Drain, to people like Jason? Why wouldn't they also do that if we can give it to the Chinese as part of a payment for a highway that we have to be paying for anyways? I'm not hearing Duckland, man. Feel like I'm talking to myself. Hello? What is going on with your phone, man?
Check. You're still not hearing me, man?
I hear you now.
You're still not hearing me?
I hear you now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. So I was saying that you mentioned a term that the government can't give people employment at this time. And that is part of where we differ politically. You know, we don't go into too much politics. But I'm not a part of the socialist idea. I don't believe that the government responsibility is to give people work. I believe that the free market should exist.
Okay, I don't know. Duckland making some.
You're still not hearing me.
Yeah. On and off. Hearing you now. Yeah. I don't know what is happening. What is your phone is not normally like this. I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's a topic we're talking about, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as I was saying, that I'm not a strong believer in socialism, meaning that the government is responsible for giving people employment.
People, I don't know what is going on with Duklan. Maybe I'm going to have to try again because I think this is a very good conversation. But Ernest is saying, through Duklan, it is for these people to approach the government with their plans, and once it is feasible, it will be approved. All right, maybe there is a way to do that, right? Why couldn't we have sent workers? This is also a good point. Why couldn't we have sent workers over there to learn the trade and buy the equipment? We are so backward. Yeah, and then why couldn't we have done the training and then we do it? Right? The Chinese investors are privileged to what they want in Jamaica for a fact. All right, so let's see if we can take this call. Yes, this look like 50-50. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Good evening. Hey, or afternoon.
Afternoon, 50-50. Yes.
Yeah. So to your point about the Chinese, right? And if they're benefiting the country. With the infrastructure that they're building, right? I mean, everything comes at a cost. When you borrow a loan from a bank, you know the interest that will be on the loan, and the responsibility should be on you as the individual to make sure that you can maintain paying back this loan, right? And you have assets, etc., that the bank will tend to seize if you can't repay the loan in the time period. Now, with Jamaica as it is, wouldn't you say that more infrastructure in terms of the highways and connecting the island and the different parishes, right? Don't you think that is a way that it benefits the country in the long term, where it brings more business opportunities and more revenue streams when you have a road infrastructure like what the Chinese is building?
Of course it does. Of course. We're not arguing that. I believe, like I said, and I said it, when you see the roads expanding, that is more communities you can build, because now you have access to places. It makes commerce better because you can travel. The cost that you'd pay to move cargo from one part of the island to another, it decreases drastically because you have better road infrastructure. So I'm all for the development. What I'm saying is that if I am getting prime real estate because of my investment in developing the road network, I also believe if a next person is coming to provide the investment of a company where people are going to be gainfully employed, that they also should get some benefit. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying the same effort, the same proposals that a government may write to a company in one of those places, they can also approach billionaire or multimillionaire Jamaicans in the diaspora in Canada, in the USA, in England, and put some of those things on the table. We are willing to give you real estate on condition of lease. But here is what. We will provide you with a safe space for you to do commerce, but it must be able to gainfully employ people. Like if I were the government, one of the things I do, I'd go and sit with the people who operate Walmart and Target and say, listen, open these companies in Jamaica, right? Here it is. We will give you some land for you to lease and operate a Walmart here. And listen, it's the same thing. The same prices you'd have in the US, you just employ the people, you pay them the same rates you'd pay them as if they are working in the US, and whatever we need to do, because I believe it probably could cost Walmart the same amount of money to move something from Florida to Jamaica as it would to move it from California to New York.
I mean, if that's how you're, assessing the situation, I definitely agree to like 110%, because I believe when Chinese nationals or any foreign investors come to Jamaica, I believe that the benefits that they get is quite different not to the average Jamaican, but a Jamaican investor. You know what I'm saying? I think that they look at different parties different in terms of prime real estate, etc. And you know what I heard from someone as well, is that when the Chinese build the highways, right? So before them build the highway, how the regular Jamaican would be displaced in terms of wholesale here, so whatever the case is. I heard that, whilst building the highways, and the Chinese get prime real estate on those said highways to build infrastructures, that will replace those people, Manins. So not only the government is paying them to build the highway, that they're also going to benefit by putting businesses on those said highways, like the newly highways that they're building. So that's even more money for them in the coming future.
That's the point I'm making. That's the point. So
they build the highway,
So they are building the highway, but what they are building the highway, But people like you and I cannot benefit from the highway being built because all the places that a community a housing development could happen, all the places that a mall could be set up are owned by them. That is it. So
and
the only benefit we have is to traverse the highway because all the real estate on both sides of the highways in most places, if you didn't own it before, you can't own it again because it belongs to them.
Yeah, and the reason as to why that is being done in Amman is, remember, in building the highway, the government will eventually get back the highways in couple years whenever they pay them. So okay, they're going to stop collect toll fees, right? So they won't be making any money.
No,
so
no. It is the government collecting the toll fees, right now.
No, but remember, say a percentage of it goes back to the Chinese for the payments of the toll for the highways.
Okay.
I'm saying, whenever that is done, say it costs 300 million and it's in the next 5-10 years, it's whatever percentage that the Chinese would get from that. Remember, when they stop collecting it, the fact that they have businesses on these said highways, that's a next stream of income for them.
Obviously,
in the coming future. Yes, so in that sense, you're right. In one sense, it benefits us in terms of having the infrastructure, but whilst having the infrastructure, what are we building around it for our own people as well? Okay, some folks are being displaced. How are we going to place them in a prime area where they can generate revenue for persons who own businesses themselves? You know what I'm saying? You make it sustainable that if you put up an infrastructure along these roads, the rent is stable that they can pay it whilst generating revenue to self-sustain themselves and their family. So in that sense, you're right. And I think the country should make a large effort in terms of getting back a lot of, Jamaicans from the diaspora to invest in the country. But when you talk about it in Amman, what do people from the diaspora talk about? What's the main concern for them? Crime and violence. So to an extent, even though that is not the topic, it come full circle to that because that's the main concern for a lot of Jamaican nationals.
I think some of them, like Santini 876 Manins, if you don't know the policies and especially if you're outside the country as a Jamaican, it is difficult. But as an outside investor, it is way easier. So I think what he's pointing to is that the process can be very difficult for a Jamaican living outside of Jamaica to really do the
Well, the process is very, for lack of a better word, harsh, because I have a family member who, the lease land from the government, and trust me, man, sometimes you go through this process with the government, and it's like you want to give up the way them give you like a run around, It's like they want to do it, but the process is just it make you want to go do something else with your life. You know what I mean? Because the amount of money as a Jamaican that you have to invest. And how lackadaisical the people are who are supposed to get the job done on your behalf. Man, I tell you, speaking to that family member, they'll still do what they're supposed to do and whatever, and get the process going and get them things started. But the government should do better in terms of not only infrastructure, because it comes down to what you call it now? Infrastructure is one part in terms of having the people working for these government establishments, because I believe not a lot of people work for respective government organizations within the country. This is why sometimes the process is so slow, but it's also the data that is available to speed up the process. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what Brain Drain is saying. He's saying that the process is too slow, too delayed. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I want to let's use a state that is what is the minimum wage? The per hour minimum wage. In New York. Let's use New York. Or maybe New York is. Give me a city that we can, or probably Florida. It's how much per hour? Because let's calculate like how much just a regular.
The minimum wage that can equate to Jamaica.
All right, so it's like 15 US, right? In Florida. All right, big up Simon, 15. So let's use 15 US per hour, right? So in Jamaica, so let's say that there were a Walmart in Jamaica, like, and that's 15 times 8 is 120 US a day, right? So so you'd work 40 hours. So let's go 40 hours. That's 600. Yeah, that's 600 US a month. All right. So let's calculate 600 US times 150. That's what, 90,000? 90,000. That is for like standard work. Most people don't get that in Jamaica, you know. Like people
That's
work.
would equate back to 90,000 Jamaican dollars a week.
That's a week. That's a week.
600 euros in Jamaican
a
dollars
week.
would be 90,000.
People work in banks don't get that. People work in banks. Let me say this. People work in banks in Jamaica a week. So if you go 600 US a week, that's 2,400 US a month, right? So 2,400 times 150. That's 360,000 Jamaican. You know how many people, teachers don't get that in Jamaica. Nurses. So nurses don't get that in Jamaica. So I am saying, a Walmart employing people in Jamaica to just work in the store, not even in management.
But it couldn't work like that in money because guess what? What's the current minimum wage in Jamaica if you equate it to US? Like $3 an hour or something like that? Or 3, 4? No, something like that. No. I believe it's something like that. But what I'm saying, in order to, you see, in Jamaica, if somebody's making 600 US a week, you know, that's good in terms of the cost of living that we have compared to what the United States has.
But that's what I'm saying. Some people are saying that Georgia, the minimum wage in Georgia is $5.15.
I mean, state and federal difference still, so it depends. But in Jamaica, that would work out for many people. In America, if you live in, say, Florida and you earn $15 an hour, depending on your expenses, that's good enough for you. So in Jamaica, it's even better because the cost of living is not as high compared to the United States. But in order to even get to that place where it would equate back to like say $6-7 US an hour in Jamaica, in terms of how we produce.
So let's use. I'm going to use Georgia's. They said Georgia is $5. All right, the federal minimum wage is about $7.50, I believe. All right, so I'm going to use $7.50. $7.50 times 8 is 60. 60 a day. All right. So you work, right? All right. So let's do it times a 40-hour week. Right? That's 300. That's still 1,200 US a month. So 1,200 US times 150. But I use 150 now, always 155. $180,000. All right, now after tax in Jamaica, you probably go home, I don't know, with probably 130 a month. I will tell you, I most of the people who work in hotels, except the people working like accounting and those things, don't take home that amount of money. There are teachers in Jamaica and police officers who don't take this away, take this home. So I'm saying, the point I am making that even if you had like a franchise like Walmart and you give them land, that would change the dynamics of even your employment structure. You allow them to sell the things at the same US rate. You sell it in US dollars for people who want to shop in those places and stuff. Because you just allow, I think you have to give concession to these things because it would change the employment dynamics of your country significantly. This is So imagine if you had like one in the one in Cornwall, one in Middlesex, and one in Surrey. 3.
And also, at the rate that these big corporations, like say for example, Walmart employed, they do employ a lot of people. So in terms of employment rate, etc., it would go up in Jamaica, you know. But what I will add to that in a manner is, I don't think the government puts enough pressure on foreign investors to look out for the Jamaican people in terms of the benefits that Jamaican people get from these businesses that come to Jamaica and set up, because it's almost like, you know, they come and set up, the government get their chunk of money, but what's the law in place or whatever the case is in order for the average Jamaican who work at these places in terms of the benefits that they do receive and the pay structure that they they are under as well when they work for these companies. You know what I mean? Because as a foreign investor, you can't come to my country and miss then but guess what? You just pay them anything you want. It cannot work like that. I will give you land and I will say, okay, this is a tax break for you, 1%, 2%, whatever the case is. But the workers on average have to get at least $7 US an hour, whatever the case is, dental care, medical care, blah, blah, blah. And
the investment minister and the commerce minister, you get the Chinese to build the land. You say, listen, we have to keep this slot because we're going to get Walmart on it or Target, whatever it is. Minimum wage in Jamaica is 13,000. June 1st, it will be 15, and that is a week.
And also, any slight increase that they do make on the minimum wage, the cost of living goes up by, say, 1-2%, for example. So it's like, you used to make 10,000, you make 13,000, but the 1% of the cost of living that is increased.
So 15, what is 15 what? 15, so 1,500, right? Hold on, let me just do some calculation. So 1,500 a week is minimum wage. Me never even know that. 13,000 is minimum wage weekly. All right, if you divide, and that's for a 40-hour work week, right? That is 325, right? US Jamaican dollars an hour. If you divide that by 155, that is $2. Jamaicans who work on minimum wage, they get $2 US an hour.
But you know, so that the people that want KFC get a Jamaica done.
$2 US an hour. Listen to that, people. Let me tell it again. People in America, people in Canada, a Jamaican earns $2 US an hour when they are being paid minimum wage, which is what most people who work in fast food places, supermarkets, domestic helpers, people who work in the hotel industries, security guards, $2 US. $2 US. Whoa. Hey,
it's bad when you look at it, you know. And sometimes I wonder what other Jamaicans even make it on a week-to-week basis. But the government has to do more in terms of how we look out for our people. And, you know, in this time of getting foreign investors, etc., and, you know, I even hear more talks about them saying they need more foreign investors, more. You know, even if there's a large influx of foreign investors, we have to look about our own people as well. We have to make sure that if a foreign investor leaves the country, there's something set in place that we can take over from this business or whatever the cases are. Just implement infrastructure and opportunities. And the government like to talk about opportunities like call center. Me not say call center slavery because you have to start from somewhere, you know. But it is not sustainable for any developing society where you want people to thrive in. You know what I'm saying, manins?
Yeah.
The government only talks about call center. It is not good for a society, especially like Jamaica, who claims that they want to reach to a certain place at this certain moment in time, because the minimum wage of a call center, etc., it doesn't build anyone to self-sustain themselves to any acceptable level. And if you look at, I heard Oral Trace recently talk about the housing market. You work a call center in a local supermarket, mines, you don't have no house to buy.
Yeah.
Come on, we have to do better for the country. But bless up still.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Don't talk about United today. Don't talk about them.
Okay. Where you talk? United Airlines?
United Police.
All right, bless up yourself, 50-50. Yeah, this one says, personally, I've been trying to start a business and invest in Senton, where my family is from, but I haven't been able to get much traction. I can barely get anyone to answer my emails or calls. Lately, you don't talk to me on Marlon, man. You haven't talked to me on Marlon about that, but lately, man. Try to late, man. Easy to late, man. Link me on Marlon, man. We can deal with the thing here, man. That'd be big up Christopher, right? This one says, management minimum wage is crazy because in 2005 my salary was 19,600 basic. So for the minimum wage to be going to 15,000 per week, that's crazy, right? Brain Drain says, teacher comment is being misquoted. Plus the commenter then added the word sad to gain emotional support without properly giving a reply. Who was challenging brain drain? That's not a good idea. All right. This one says, if you index it between countries, USA versus Jamaica, that equivalent to people earning the federal minimum wage. No, AM Henry. $2 US. No, there's nobody. I don't think there's any state federal minimum wage is $2. And remember, does US have like a 40-hour work week like Jamaica? This is a 40-hour work week, which means that in the US, I think you can do the hours and still go and do other jobs. In Jamaica, you really don't have that. So a person can do 2 jobs in Georgia and end up having $10. It's very difficult to do that in Jamaica. Yeah. Man, is the truth as well is young people in Jamaica are not looking houses to buy. They will just stay in parents' house due to the cost of land, especially in St. Andrew. Yeah, and here's the thing, people. This is why I think we need to get some American companies in Jamaica so people can earn US. Because every house that is being sold, especially in St. Andrew land, here's what would happen. All of them, all of those are quoted in US dollars. You know what that means? That every time the Jamaican dollar depreciate, it costs you more Jamaican dollars. And you're not earning, so you have to buy US. It's crazy. It's crazy. The federal, what? The federal minimum wage in the US is $2? No. Danica White, where you get that from? No. That is not right. That is not right. Walmart would run the little shop out of business in Jamaica. This is the same reason why Walmart isn't allowed inside of New York. But so you don't think when other people come in and the Chinese man set up him supermarket, him not run the small business man. Here's what. You see a lot of people who have these little shops operating, you know why they have them? Let me tell you why they have them. Because working in the supermarket will not pay them enough. I am saying to you, a lot of people who work, watch this. All right? A lot of people who work, who have shops operating, if they were able to earn what I just put out here, they would give up their little shops to do these jobs. A lot of people end up having shops and bars and those things because what they are getting paid is minimum wage. So they say if it is minimum wage, might as well me go make the same $13,000 in my own shop a week. Who said Walmart? Who somebody said Walmart not in New York? Well, who said that? Yeah, man, Walmart, they are New York, man. And Target, man. What am I talk about, man? Then I'll up a Newburgh. What am I talk about? Where you call New York? Are you talking the state of New York? Or are you talking probably you're talking in Manhattan? Where you talking? Golden. Which part? You're talking in all 8 boroughs? What they really talking? Come on now, bro. Come on now, careful now, man. You get yourself in problem, you know. Yeah, my 2 jobs regular hours per week is 37.5. Anything after that is overtime pay. So what I mean? Yeah. Thank you, Danica White, for correcting that. Yeah. What? We gave the option of being paid only half the... Hey, listen. Only half the staff took up the option? Oh, my Lord. No, AM Henry. Here's the problem now, AM Henry. You see, you have to sit down with the people and talk to them because here's what. A lot of them probably never had a US account. That is the thing, you know. You have to talk to You have to talk to the people. Maybe at that time they didn't know. They didn't know. No, brain drain, you can't learn a sport and train people in Jamaica. Trust me. Listen, I watch this. I have let me say it. I'm running an academy started with a few kids because I want to help them, right? They get socks, they get shorts, they get shirt. Watch this now. Some of them even get boots, right? And here's what. The parents will tell you that they can't give you $3 US for that. They don't have it. I'm telling you. So you have to just do it out of charity. Charity. So that's why I just turn. What I do in Jamaica is charity. Because you can't really charge people. But DSD model camp, which is around $500. $500. That's the campaign. $500. So it's 2 times a week. So it would work out to $1,000. Yeah. All right. But listen, that is a social issue. Oh my God, it has gone. All right. So, Henry, you and I have to. You're gonna have to I know you, maybe you can't disclose your identity, but I'd love to hear from you to explain this to us, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We cannot compare Jamaica dollars for US. You need to index based on the countries. People in the US, $10.50 minimum wage is equivalent to $250 Jamaican dollars. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think all right, so you're saying that the person who is getting $10.50 in minimum wage in the US is at the same level as the man in Jamaica who is getting $2 US. I'm not sure, Henry. And I know you're not going to call you know, that's a bit Henry, that's a bit like with Henry. You know. You have all of these wonderful points and stuff. Mother's Day is coming up, and we don't get to hear your voice. But happy Mother's Day to you and Claudine and Katie, sure improvement, and all the other females when Mother's Day come, right? But call in, man. Grace us with your gracious voice and explain, because you seem to understand. I cannot understand for the life of me why you would put to Jamaican people that you'll pay them in US and they say no. That's the best way to earn right now. Yep. All right. So here's the second part of the thing that before we move on. I see Luka Matthias. Saying that if let me just give you the exact quote from Luka Matthias. This is Luka Matthias. And I think Jamaica needs to take note. Luka Matthias says, where is it? If Sancho is not good enough for England, we would like to give him a German passport. I like that. If Sancho is not good enough for England, we would like to give him a German passport. I like that. Let me read it again. And if you know anybody with political influence, send this to them. If he's not good enough for England, we will give him a German passport. Let me make my point. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I am saying about this. While Luther Matthias cannot probably personally give him the passport, I think the point he's making is that if there's a player that Germany wants to play for them, the football federation or association in Germany and the government will ensure that player gets a passport. So I have this idea. I think when the Jamaica Football Federation and the Caesar player or the Jamaica Amateur Athletic Association or Jamaica Amateur Basketball Association or the Jamaica Cricket Association sees a prospective talent, high quality at the highest level, the sporting association or federation and the government should come together and give the person a passport. No, the person may not come and play for the country, but give them a passport. Give them a passport. Give them a passport. Let them have the passport and not play for Jamaica. Listen, I don't think it hurt to give these professional Jamaican passport, you know. Like I don't know why we make this passport thing such a like, you know. Right? Let me do this, right? I think we have to find a way. Yeah, man, let them beat me, man. I think give the people them. Listen, I'm not talking about just get up and just give Tom, Dick, and Harry passport. I am saying that where you have elite sporting personalities, high quality and gifted and talented people who have Jamaican connection, give them the passport. That means listen, we understand your grandmother is from Jamaican, we're going to get you naturalized and we're going to give you a passport. Yeah, we know your grandmother. All right, that is it. We go, and that's a government situation. Like, I think that is supposed to happen. Imagine like the kind of people who would have if you give Kyle, just say give Kyle Walker a passport. What do you think Kyle Walker do? Come mash up Jamaica? Give him a passport. That me believing. People, the Jamaica passport is special but not powerful. The Jamaican passport in and of itself is special, but it is not powerful. Let me say that again. A Jamaican passport is special, but it's not powerful. The people who get a Jamaican passport, like when you give these, it's not like they are saying that, boy, whoa, I get to travel right across the Caribbean because we're a part of CARICOM. No. They can already travel to those places because they're citizens of the USA. It's right? But it's not a powerful passport. It's not like, you know, when you go somewhere and take out your American passport and show people, oh, you say, oh, you are an American. Go. Oh, you are British. Go. Give him his luggage. Let me say this. Oh, you're a Jamaican. Oh. Let me check in there. Where you going with so much Magnum tonic wine? Pull up your suitcase. Where y'all go with 3 cases of Magnum tonic wide? The Jamaican passport is very special. You said that. Don't carry your American passport, Russia. Yeah. Right? So that is my thing. You understand me? Simon says you can So I think like it would help to identify high caliber and probably have an amount. So listen, for this year, we will have 5 in football, 3 in track and field, and 2 in every other sport. That we just the special policy. So Jamaica Football Federation, you have 5. Make the most of it, right? Track and field, you have 3. Every other association, you have 2 for the year. Outside of that, everything else must go through the regular processing. Minister Grange, listen to Manning's man, you know. Manning's man have sense. Me not fool, you know. Me play the fool, you know. But Minister Grange, I will not be played by a fool. So my point is, come Minister Grange, you know, so me I do some checking. You have a very good, me now tell you how related to you. A good baller. Can play for under 20, you know. Hey, you know, if you look at him, you know, Minister Grange, you understand me? Good baller, can play for under 20. And I mean, imagine Jamaican thing and Jamaican passport from outside of Jamaica. Imagine it was your relative. Right? Imagine it was your relative. And he was in England now. And I forgot you. Me know you that call him and say, no man, fly the gate. And let you my nephew. Just give him the passport. He would get it long time. That is the kind of thing that we want, Minister Grange. You are powerful in the government. When you talk, and you listen. When we talk, police come for we. Yeah, you understand me. You understand me, Minister Grange. When you talk, and you listen. You're like a mother in the party, you know. So, but when people like we talk on social media, when just check out the words of me here, though, the siren already sing. You understand me? I mean, yeah. It's an Olympic year, yeah, man. Understand me? It's an Olympic year. General election, like these things need to happen, man. They need to happen. People, oh my Lord, we're gonna have to come back later, you know, because right now, you know, we never realize, oh my Lord, like 37 minutes we have leave on the show, you know, because we have to do it 2 hours. And then we have a next show later. But me not hold on there. Fresh God, yo, the man not move right. I just 73 likes. No super sticker, Fresh God. No super chat, Fresh God. Oh God. I don't believe this. Fresh God. I don't believe this. I don't believe. Hey, right now, you see like Shaquille O'Neal? Them should give Shaquille O'Neal a Jamaican passport. Shaquille O'Neal have Jamaican connection. Give Shaquille O'Neal a Jamaican passport, man. Yeah, man. Me believe in that. Find some people, like some people. You understand? Kamala Harris, you understand me? Make sure she have a Jamaican. Listen, she not need it, you know. She not, and I like she need to travel to Jamaica, but she a dignitary. You see them people start say, yes, I have a Jamaican. Imagine Shaq go up on TNT and them thing then say, and ESPN and say, yeah, you know I have a Jamaican passport. It would make more people want. Lennox Lewis. Yeah, man, you mean, man? Lennox Lewis. Yeah, man, no, man, Lennox Lewis must have get a Jamaica. You'd have to look out for specific people every year. I'm telling you. Yeah. So that is that issue still. I know a lot of people going to disagree with me and tell me all, because sometimes what we do is we come up with all the reasons why things cannot work and things cannot go. But I think we can really put something in place to make this happen and put an amount on it on a yearly basis for particular sporting interest and group, right? Yeah. All right. So there we go. All right. So, listen, let's talk about EPL, which Caribbean country. I don't know if you can buy citizenship, but I know in Grenada you can I think $250,000 US, and you can be investment in business and you can become a Grenadian citizen. I think that is it. All right. So we are going to do some EPL right now. Discuss the EPL, English Premier League. You all know. All right. So we're going to deal with that right now. Look at the fixtures week. We are at match week 37. So yeah. So let's just get into a couple of the games and talk about it. So later when we come back on, we don't have to go through. Oh, big up Leighton. Yeah, man, appreciate it. That's another one. You understand me? Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we need to give brain drain as well, because yesterday, having not heard or seen from Brain Drain, he came on and he really did a whole lot of super stickers and super chat. So, and he did one today as well. So really appreciate that and sing. Oh, look at this. Drew Fortis, 7-month member. All right. Blessings. That is so good. All right. I like the way his membership is in green, and he is a KC. He's a Fortis, but there's a KC. Oh, another one from Brain Drain. There you go. All right. Give me that. All right. Oh. Doom. There we go. Thank you so much. All right. I really appreciate that. All your love and support from Brain Drain to Leighton to Drew. Respect. And then Norton said he's going to do his. All right. Blessing. Big up Fresh God. How you mean? More dollars signed than dollars, but we respect. Big up Fresh God. All right. So let me show you what is happening in the EPL over this weekend. All right. So here we go. Early morning, I already sent a message to Bobby Decker. Don't worry. Yo, me send him a message. Me send Bobby a message. I said, Bobby, you see 6:30. All right, so the first game, people, listen, let's talk about this game, right? All right. You see this game right now? Yeah. Fulham versus Manchester. Oh, look at that. Hold on. There. Hold on. Yeah. So tomorrow, first game, right? Fulham versus Manchester City, right? I sent Bobby a message and said, Bobby, do it for me. Do it for me, please. Do it for me, Bobby. Bobby, do it for me. Leno, do it for me. Alexi Wobi, do it for me. Just do it for me. All right? Score prediction. Manchester United 1. Fulham 2. He give me the laughing emoji. He give me the laughing emoji and say, "Cool, no brother." Of your favorite thing that you don't say. You know what that mean? You know what that mean? Manchester City 1, Fulham 2. That's my hope. But my realistic expectation is that this will be a drawn game. Yeah. That's my realistic expectation. All right. And so I really love that. I think Bert Leno has been in good form. Alex Iwobi has Arsenal in his blood and has been doing well. This is also a London team, and while I believe that there is serious hate amongst the London team, I still believe that, you know, Fulham defeated Arsenal this season. You know, I think on their good day, they can beat a good team. I'm hoping. I love their coach as well, so I'm really hoping they can put in a good one. Right? I think what's his name? Haaland. These are the type of games that he struggles. I see him struggling in this one. Yeah. My fear though is that I am expecting Arsenal to beat Manchester United, especially now that I heard that so many of their players are out injured. You understand me? Yeah. All right. Oh my God. People. Right. Holland scored 4 last match time for the 4 big. So everyone in this comment section believes that City is going to lose. So Demo, your analysis is that City will beat Fulham. And I kind of figure that your analysis is also that United is going to beat Arsenal. So all of your philosophy, including before the game was an Arsenal fan, all of your breakdown of the game is that Arsenal will lose and City will win. Okay, all right, then cool. So I believe different. Click me. I believe different. So history will turn against Arsenal when they go to play City. But history will remain when City goes to Fulham. So history will change when Arsenal goes. So we defeated Man U 3-1 at home. But Man U somehow is going to get better and they will draw with Arsenal or beat Arsenal. But City has beaten Fulham so many times and nothing is going to change. The only thing can change is that Arsenal is going to do worse and City continues. Okay, all right, cool. All right, I hear you. I hear you. Please read my... No. You having laugh at the end, Mr. Andre. You always have this thing, Mr. before the game. You always come with these things like, you know, you have these things like you know, very little, what do you call them now? You know, very little cheeky comments. Say, I'm not sure what to say. You are hoping that Fulham do something they never did before. Fulham lost to City 16 times and tied twice. So your realistic expectation of a draw is on point. It's time. Far away though. Hey, Andre, I'm gonna beat you still. They're gonna beat you still. People, Fulham is going to get it done against City. Sometimes you need to take out the stats, take out the analysis, and just know that there's heart. And I know that Bert Leno Alexi Iwobi is going to put on a show for the sake of Arsenal. Don't underestimate. Listen, at the end of the day, these are London teams. And while they don't love Arsenal, listen, they would rather help Arsenal. Same thing Mikel Antonio said. The only one that will not help Arsenal is probably their rival Tottenham. But trust me, Fulham going to help us. I am glad that Manchester United have all of these injuries though. I'm going to put on a show. Before the game run gone, you know. You understand me? Before the game run gone, and can't manage the pressure, you know, when management pressure him run. Before the game, return. Fulham wanting to help doesn't mean they have the ability. Of course, they have the ability. What was the score between Manchester City and Fulham at Fulham last year? All right, so people, so many times, you know, laugh averages, Fulham dues. Thank you, Mr. Wallace, Arsenal fan. All right, so let me just give you this, right? Let me just, cause I don't understand some of you people. All right, I don't understand. All right, so here we go, people. Here we go, like Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, here we go. All right. Wrong Manchester. Hold on, I have the wrong Manchester. Because I wonder how that looks so favorable. All right. So here we go. Where is it? Can't find it. All right. I need to find last six. All right. What? Oh no. All right. That's not what I want. This is what I want. All right. There you go. Five. All right. So, all right. There you go. All right. So 2023. Two 1 5-1. 2022 2-1 4-1 3-0. 2020 2-0. That one going on further, you know. So that is why I like what Mr. Wallace is saying. The laugh averages. Time come. That's the only hope, boy. Time come. Time come. The Me Detriment podcast. You're a Chelsea fan, not true? Chelsea fan, man. I tell you, you know. Can't tell when them don't like Arsenal, you know. Be a fight against a go on around here. But interesting games coming up in the Premier League. So let's run through them. Like I said, Fulham, Manchester. Then you have the Everton, Sheffield. I'll call that game like academic interest because I think Sheffield is going down. Everton is kind of like secure. West Ham, Fulham. I think, you know, there's nothing to say really about those games. Like you can't even talk about them because I think Luton is heading down. I think, and West Ham like they are just right there. Bournemouth, Brentford, I think that will be a good game because they are not far apart in terms of stuff. Well, Bournemouth is doing well. They're just coming off a loss. Brentford has been playing better. Yes, I just think like a lot of these games for me, there won't be a lot of interest. The games that I think are interesting, Wolves, Crystal Palace, I don't think there is any interest in it. I think the Tottenham Burnley game, it's at White Hart Lane. I think Tottenham wins that game. I think Tottenham wins that game because they need to win, so they can put some pressure on Aston Villa, who has been on some terrible form. All right, Newcastle Brighton, that's a good game as well. Again, nothing on that game. Teams are safe, like not have a lot to fight for. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. I think this will be a tough one because Nottingham Forest they could be in some problems if they lose the next two games, so they have to do something. I think the games that we need to look at is the City Fulham, the Manchester United Arsenal, the Aston Villa Liverpool, because I think if Liverpool beats Aston Villa and Tottenham wins, it makes things interesting with Tottenham game against City and the other game that they have. Because when you look at the point standing, and this is why I'm telling this, when you look at the point standing, my people, it is. Let me show you the point standing. When you look at the point standing, Aston Villa has just not yet sealed their position. Look at the point standing. Aston Villa, 60-67. Tottenham really has 3 games, and one of those games. So if they win tomorrow, Aston Villa lose. Aston Villa has it. They have to win their last game to secure that 4th position. If Tottenham wins, because Tottenham is going to play 2 games before Aston Villa's last game. So if Tottenham goes to 66 points, you see that last week, because remember, Tottenham will need to beat City to go to 66. Yeah. So it's I think that is the interesting thing. That is the hope. That is those are the games to look at. Because I think Liverpool beats Aston Villa. Oh, and if Liverpool win both, City, Arsenal lose the league, still on. Yeah, but Aston Villa can lose their 2 games. That's what I'm saying. Look at Aston Villa 2 games. Aston Villa has no guarantee that they're going to win the 2 games. Let's go back to the matches and show you. I think, like I said, Liverpool is going to beat them. All right, Demo, forget about Liverpool. You know, say and sabbatical from Liverpool. Yeah, bring up them. What wrong with Demo, man? Sure. Watch this Tuesday game. So I am saying Tottenham win tomorrow against Burnley, then they beat City, right? Because it's at White Hart Lane, right? Aston Villa last game. Look, Aston Villa last game is away to Crystal Palace. I think they lose that game as well. Tottenham last game, right? So I think they lose that game. Tottenham last game, oh my Lord, is Sheffield. I think Tottenham wins that. So all Tottenham needs to do is to get past City on Tuesday. Because I don't think Aston Villa. So you're telling me that Tottenham would rather give up 4th place than to allow Arsenal to win the league? I don't believe so. I don't believe, not with the coach that they have. I don't think the teams operate that way and think that way. I am telling you that. I don't agree with that, Demo. I don't agree with that, all of you fans. This coach, I think this coach wants to be in Europe. I think Tottenham wants to be in Europe, given the season that they have had. They have already had so much disappointment. I don't think if they have a chance, they say City. And the good thing is that the game is on Tuesday. So all they have to do is win Aston Villa lose because they know, okay, if we win against Tottenham, we are 1 point behind Aston Villa. If Tottenham was the last game against City, then I could understand. It is not. It is not. It is not. Hey, Claudine, yeah, your Liverpool self. Watch it, you know. Watch it, you know, Claudine. Happy Mother's Day when it comes. Grasping for straw. That's what you call it. Straw. But given the injuries that Manchester United, I think Rashford being out, Mount being out, I mean Shaw is also out. I mean, I don't know that they will have enough to stop Arsenal in this game. Bruno Fernandes looks like he could be possibly out as well. That's critical. Oh, they're saying Rashford is back in training. Okay, all right, cool. Rashford is back. Okay, Bruno trains, so Bruno should be okay. All right, cool. All right, Rashford as well. All right. And Harry Maguire should be playing. Okay, they're back in training. All right, good. Let's bring them on. Bring them on. I don't know. Bring them on. So I think the idea that Tottenham has nothing to play for is a farce, because no, if they lose their game tomorrow, then all of this is done and dusted. But the fact that they have Sheffield on the last day, I think that is realistic. And the fact that Aston Villa, who has been on poor form, has to travel to Crystal Palace is also an issue. Is also an issue for Aston Villa. And Aston Villa, if Aston Villa need a point on that last day against Crystal Palace, I think they're going to have problems. I don't know if people realize that since this coach has come on at Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace has done exceptionally well, right? Like, I don't think we are looking at, because it is such a late surge and run. Look at Crystal Palace, people. They're 14th. Crystal Palace is 14th and 43 points, right? Crystal Palace with a win against Villa, if we all agree, could go past Wolves and be 12th. And then that last day against Aston Villa, they could end up in the top 10. So I think Aston Villa are in a spot of bother. Crystal Palace last 5 games. They have not lost a game, 4 wins and a draw. Look at Aston Villa. Look at Aston Villa, people. Look at Aston Villa's record. See? 2 draws, 2 wins and a loss. Tottenham, oh my God, 4 defeats. So let's look at this. Sheffield, I think Sheffield is gone, right? Sheffield is gone. I think Nottingham Forest has to win 1 more game, and I think if they win 1 more game, I think they are safe. They just need 1 win to be safe. That is why I think like their game tomorrow is very, very, very important. That Nottingham Forest game tomorrow, because they need 1 more win and they are safe. That is the concern I have about that game. 1 more win, and I think Nottingham Forest safe. So who Nottingham Forest again? Let's go back to Nottingham Forest and look at their game, because they need a win. And look at this. Tell you this Premier League getting interesting, you know. They have Chelsea. And while Chelsea has been doing a whole lot better, Nottingham Forest wins, they save. Yeah. So I wouldn't say there's a lot to be played for, but there are just some games to pay attention to in the EPL this weekend. It would be nice for the fight to go down. Like, you remember that year with I think it was Kun Aguero at Man City, Crystal Palace, that final day when the title was won. What year was that again? Oh my Lord, I'm getting old. All right, Ellery Cross. Ellery Cross says, no matter how you spin it, Arsenal won't. No matter how you spin it, Arsenal won't win the league. No, Arsenal won't win the league, and Tottenham won't finish fourth. All right. 2012, 2013. Yes, thank you, Demetrius podcast. Like, I would love for it to go down on the final day, right? Where Arsenal has to win, City has to win by a certain amount. Like, can you imagine? That would be good. Like, that is why if the Fulham game draw, this is going to end. Like, on the final day. And ideal football. If Nottingham Forest is hoping to beat Sheffield to stay up on the final day, them going down. If Sheffield going down and playing a team that going down, they're bringing them down with them. So they better try secure their place before they get there. Mobile United 876 says Premier League going to be sweet this week, definitely. Jesus. Big up yourself, you know. Claudine, I'm not going to put up a comment. You hear? My grandmother said, young girl, little girl, don't fresh yourself with me, you know. Don't fresh yourself with me. Yeah, little girl, don't fresh yourself. Don't fresh yourself with me, you know. Yo, Miss Claudine, but I am not getting old. I don't have a gray hair. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this is the weekend. If City wins, So if City wins tomorrow and on Tuesday, the title is theirs. If they drop a point, it is over. Because I think if City wins, it put pressure on Arsenal to go and win at Manchester United, and I think that makes the game difficult. If City loses or draw, Arsenal will score at least 3 against Manchester United. But if City wins, the pressure is on Arsenal. Yeah. But listen, we have a big show coming up later, you know, because we have to do the JPL by itself, because we have some fans, ardent fans from the different clubs that we're going to have on. Right? That's later for the JPL show. Right? We have representatives from Arnett Gardens that going to be on, and from Waterhouse. You know, we normally have the Mount Pleasant and the that's Paul Christie and Mr. Rudolph Speed. Right? That's for the JPL show later. We didn't want to, you know, put it with the show, but that is going to happen. All right. But we have We haven't yet. I know the under 20 team as well. They begin their preparation, I believe, next week. Should have been happening long time ago. I'm hoping that some of the players who are outside of Jamaica can begin to make their way into the team and come in now that the seasons are over for most of them. It would be good to see what that would look like. Luka Doncic, I thought he did tremendously well last night, playing with injuries. You know, as they defeated the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference in NBA playoff to tie that series at 1-1. The only team so far, the only 2 teams is Wolves have a 2-0 lead and Knicks have a 2-0 lead. For the Knicks fans, big news. OG Anunoby is out, at least for this game, and questionable is Brunson. So that is it where that is concerned. So fingers crossed where that is concerned. Fingers crossed. Oh my Lord. To miss Brunson and OG Anunoby would basically put the unless you do that, and I think it would not be bad that you say, listen, guys, rest. Let's just basically you know, let some other players challenge this Pacers team. You guys, Brunson, get a rest. OG, stay out. Game 4, we're trying to steal one in Indiana. That could be a good strategy that is used by Tom Thibodeau. Yeah, man, Brazil Copa America squad. Oh, let me show you that squad for those of you who have not seen it yet. Boy, them name for them squad early, you know. One thing Brazil not play. No time, no day. Where is it? I think I have it somewhere here now. I have the Brazil squad. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. But I have the Brazil squad somewhere here. It's somewhere, yeah. All right, so let's find the Brazil. Let's find the Brazil squad and show you. And then you tell me any notable absentee from it. Yeah, man, Hendrick is in it. He's definitely in it, right? So he's there. So let's show you that. All right, let's cancel that first and then do this. So let's show you this Brazil squad. Interesting team. I realized that there's a couple of strikers from EPL that is not in it. I am telling you, a couple of EPL strikers did not make this Brazil side. Oh my Lord, yeah. Couple of them are not in it. The great Neymar is not in it either. Yeah. Yep. So here we go. So let me show you it quickly, and then we're going to end the show on this note as well. If you have not done so yet, please remember, drop a super sticker, super chat on this Super Friday. Allison, obviously, Bento, Edison, that's known. Beraldo, PSG, Eder Milito, Real Madrid, Gabriel Magalhaes, Arsenal, Marquinhos, PSG, Daniel, Juve, Jan Koto, Girona, Guilherme, Arana, Atletico Mineiro, Wendell Porto. That guy Wendell really played good when they played against Arsenal. So who are the defenders out? You have Diego Carlos, who didn't get Thiago Silva. Also, he has not been called. So, you know, changes being made to how the Brazil team is set up. Bremer over there in Italy, he's not called up as well. And you have some more. You have in midfield Andres Pereira from Fulham, Gomes at Newcastle, Douglas Luiz, Aston Villa, Joe Gomez, Wolves, Paqueta, West Ham. All right, no Casemiro in midfield. That is interesting. Forward, you have Hendrick, Evan Nelson from Porto, Martinelli from Arsenal, Rafinha, Rodrigo, Savino, Vinicius Jr. So no Richarlison, no Gabriel Jesus, not there either. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. It will be good to hear from persons in Brazil what their thoughts are on the side that has been selected. Lots of changes. Andre from Fluminense missing. You say, did Jamie Carragher pick that name? No, Casemiro. Who is missing, Demo? Why is it a joke side? Who else should have been there? Who else should have been there? Yeah, who else is missing? The guy is that they have this other young guy. Oh geez, he plays in the Premier League, played against Arsenal recently. Lord have mercy. He's a forward too, Jeez. But I don't think Joe Hilton not in there. Cunha not in there. Not Cunha, man. Him name is a J name. Him name have Who the guy? I think he plays at Brighton. He plays at Brighton. He plays at Brighton. Joe. Yeah, Pedro. Joe Pedro. Yeah. Joe Pedro. The deadline for the squad is the 4th of June. So people, listen, that is the 2 hours, or he's injured. Okay. That is the 2 hours. The 2 hours. We'll be back later, though, to give you a full 90 minutes of JPL discussion. We're going to get Owen Hill on as well, right? And, to talk about the battles and the weed smoking. So join us, say at around 6, from 6 to 7:30, 1 hour of JPL football. Listen, I really, really appreciate all of you. I know today we never had a lot of sporting discussion, right? And I know that it's a sport platform, and I know that you really wanted to get into your sport, but I thought the discussion that we had on social issue was also important. So I thank you for just allowing the space to discuss that without, the football thing. And though we gave more time to that, I hope it was refreshing, and that we could have added our voices to something that means a lot to Jamaicans home and abroad. So respect for that. Really appreciate your patience in allowing us to do that. I want to say a big thank you. It is Super Friday, and like I said, when these things happen on Super Friday, when we get the support, we help to operate the channel and then to help people. That's what it is for. The resources don't go into the coffers of Manning's Man or to the family. We really use this. So when you give your super stickers, your super chats, and the views, all of those things, right, they help. Right? They help to help other people. So thanks to all the persons who gave super stickers, super chats, who liked the video, who share the video. It makes a huge, huge difference. When we started, we were in the 20s in terms of subscribers, and we have gone it. Well, when I said 20s, like 820 something. Now it's 30. So at least 2 persons have subscribed to the channel from this video right now. So thank you so much for that. And as Demo says, let us fill up the stadium. Make all of us link up. Can you imagine all the man they would up on the stream just link up and make beer nice in the stadium, right? Although some people we don't want to link up with because of problem. You understand me? Yes, you understand me. So listen, thank you so much. Listen, be safe, be good. Get all you can all you get. You understand me? I am Manning's Man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. Before I go, I want you to play. I want to play this. This is from Tricknick. This is what is happening over there. So check it out, my people. Lots of love. Thanks for the support. Man loves and appreciate every single one of you. Every day, every time.